Good morning, YouTube Mine Explorers.
Morning.
Tom and Julie here. Yeah, look at the beautiful mountains out behind the Jeep there. Why are we so lucky to get all these beautiful views all the time? It's been a really windy week where we are here in Nevada. Anyway, we're going to be moving on down this road ahead of us and looking for a mine, so let's go find it. Let's go take a look at the cabin. Looked like it had a place to put something on the front here. It's old clapboard siding or whatever they call that. That's good siding. That stuff lasts for a long time. It looks like a hardwood floor in it. It's still relatively sturdy. There's a bird of prey nest. I didn't see any bird come out of here when we came up, but who knows? Might be an older one. Well, a lot of times they reuse those. It had several windows in it. Looks like it was actually a nice cabin at one time. And this is out the window. This had kind of a garage area. A little shed style garage area. And I guess this could have been a bedroom, and that's probably a little bathroom. Or that was a front room, and this is a bathroom, bedroom back here. Pretty nice, actually. There's a little shelving area. Quite a view out the windows. This looks like it was an equipment room. The building is kind of collapsed now, but there are several pads for equipment. There's a very small one. There's a larger one, and there's another larger one by this barrel. I'm guessing part of it was an engine, maybe a generator, a hoist, because this shaft is right behind me here. Between myself and the ore bin, there's a pretty big shaft. It's mostly collapsed, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get down there safely. But there are a lot of pipes around here there's some big pipes here, riveted. There's also some pipes that go into the ground, which makes me think there was probably a water pump and or air compressor sitting here. There's also a small pipe right there. There's some other plumbing that goes through the wall there. And there's a big tank out back there for water, it looks like. And behind that looked like a fuel tank. I'm standing on some sort of there's some kind of a steel thing here. I don't know if it goes back to something. Oh wow. Look at that laying there, or hanging there. Ouch. Look at that.
Oh, neat.
That's an old, I don't know what the proper term is. It looks like a ladle for like pouring the Babbitt bearings. Anyway, something to do with molten metal. It's got something on the back. Holland's Erie, PA, USA, 3.5. I suppose the 3.5 is the maybe the volume that it holds. It looks like it's not 3.5 inches wide. How cool is that?
That's neat.
Wow. I don't believe I've ever seen one of those before. And here's something that the blacksmith was working on. He's got this 2x4 wrapped with a I call this a plumber's tape, although it's not that heavy. Then he's got a piece of tin fashioned here for something else. So, like I said, that behind here was this water tank, and behind that it looked like a fuel tank to me, with the riser on it there. And then these pipes would have gone underground into this little building. This is something F.L. Flanagan Warehouse? Reno? Flanagan Warehouse, Reno, I think it says, doesn't it? Julie can put her eagle eye on there. So this was the hoist room, or the equipment shed, one or the other. And then the shaft was there. And then the ore bin. Let's go look at the ore bin. Here's this shaft. That looks pretty ugly, doesn't it? There is an opening there, but I'm not sure how brave I am on that one. Then here's this ore bin. So this is below the ore bin. It's got a nice rack and pinion gear on the gate. It's got a barrel up there. And here's the big chute. It's got a big davit up there for something. They must have been hauling something up or down, or it's got a hole in the end of it. Is that a belt?
Yeah.
I don't know what that's for. There's a bottle stuck in the gate.
I see that.
So here are a couple bottles. One's an old Coors bottle.
Of course.
Yep, and it says on the bottom, does it say, please help fight litter?
Please help fight litter.
I wonder when that slogan was made. I like that rack and pinion gate. Although I don't know how they got up to the to spin the handle on it. And then the cabin is down below. Look at the beautiful view behind the cabin. Wow. So this is another little shop area down below where we just were at that upper ore bin. There's some shelves here, and I don't know if it ever had a roof. I do not see any material laying around. Maybe it was just protection from this pile above us. Anyway, behind me by Julie is a shaft. It looked like they were pulling a skip up it, because I see a pair of tracks there. Is it strap rail?
Yeah.
Yeah, strap rail, and then it's got a bump out there, and then notches for the Kimberly to dump it. And over on this side is a chute. This looks a little more recent than some of the other stuff. And then here's the shaft. I don't have any light on me right now, but we're gonna look down there in a second. Okay, that's over by the shop area. Now I'm right above the shaft here. Oh boy. It goes straight down after a little while. There might be a level not too far down, but I can't tell for sure. We're gonna have to rope in to do that. Huh.
Yeah.
Let's see what we find on this baby.
Okay.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
I'm all strapped in. I got every piece of gear I could possibly have on here. Sensors, cameras, lights, ropes.
You've got it all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you are going down to a deep shaft, so...
Yeah, we have no idea what this shaft's doing. That look right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Continuing on.
Got the rope straightened out.
Good.
Ready to check. Okay, I'm down the shaft. It's pretty much vertical. I'm probably down about 75 feet. It looks like it comes to somewhat of a level here. There's a whole stack of plastic vent pipe there. And I see a bucket further down. This other way, I can't really see around the corner. It might go that way too. So I'm going to get off rope and have Julie come down. Okay, I'm at a level. You want to come down? I'll get off rope.
Copy that. I'll rope up and come down.
Copy.
I'm all roped up and I'm heading down now.
Copy. Okay, here she comes. She's a brave little old mine explorer. We've still got a ways to go too. It's pretty dusty. Okay, let's go see what this level has to offer. Right off the bat, there's a box of Bridgeport something. 2-hole pipe straps to go with all this vent pipe that apparently never got used. This is a door. It looks like it might have been a hatch for the shaft cover. There's some lagging overhead here. Some stalls and some bracing. Looks like there was a track in here. The strap is still down here on the floor. Right here. Oh boy. Now I don't know if this was an older shaft, because this is all timbered in here. Why would this be here? It doesn't go up to the surface though. All kinds of old stalls and lagging on this left side.
A dead rabbit.
Yeah, there's a dead rabbit as usual. That looks like cottontail, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, usually we see the big jackrabbits. So here's a chute. Now how in the heck, I didn't see anything coming down, although that went over to a chute like this, but there was one spot that had been boarded up, it looked like. This is the chute. I know it's a close-up. I can't go back any further though. And there's more lagging and stalls here. This is looking back at the chute. There's kind of a bit that they've worked out down there. There's a carbide can. Big one.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, I feel a lot of air somewhere. Oh, where's that coming from? Is that coming out of that chute?
Must be coming out. Here's a Union Carbide can used as a chute. As a chute. Around or... That's kind of neat. What's this?
Okay, we're back to the shaft. There's a big cable guide, a roller. I'd like to stick my foot out there, but I don't want to fall in the shaft. It goes a little ways this way. I could be wrong though. We better go look. Okay, this is on the other side of the shaft. I didn't think it really did much, and it doesn't. Although there's kind of a nice look at maybe some of the vein they're working here. There is a hose rolled up here, and a couple of stalls and legging on the back. And then there's a big pile. I don't know if this used to go somewhere, but it doesn't now. So we'll go further down and see what else we find.
Continuing down. See what other excitement we can find.
We just gotta watch out for rocks.
Yeah, a lot of loose.
A lot of headache makers.
Yeah.
This is looking back up the shaft. Julie's about, I don't know, 50, 60 feet above me. That's looking up the skip. There's a plank here, and there's also some rails sticking out of the drift here. Might be a level. I'm gonna have to get off rope and go check it out. We've still got some more to go down too. And I'm out of rope, so we're about 150 feet down now. Okay, I'm at a level, I think, here. This is looking back up the shaft. I came across this plank here. I'm still on my rope. Okay, Julie, I am at a level. I'm going to check it out and I will get back to you, unless you want to just come down now.
Why don't you check it out, see if it's worth it, and then I'll come down, if it is.
Copy. I think I see some feet coming. Are you just using a knot?
Yeah.
You're getting your clean pants all dirty.
I know.
We just did laundry yesterday. Doesn't matter, we do laundry, we get dirty every day. You could do it every day and it'd still be dirty. Careful, because that thing's a little wobbly, the plank is. Good move. Now give yourself enough slack to get over here without pulling you off the plank. And that's the end of the rope right there. So we're 150 feet down, plus.
This doesn't look scary.
I know, but you're hooked on, so don't give yourself too much slack. You don't need that much. Because if you fall, you don't want to whip. Okay. I thought you were going to catch the rope. All right, we're down here. So let's check it out here. Right off the bat, there's a...
Big jug.
Yeah. Ouch. Those look like those Hilux jugs. Is it? Usually they got Hilux embossed on it. Then, I don't know. I didn't look at it. Is it blasting cap tin? There's another one to your left there.
Something dangerous.
Yeah, those are caps. There's another tin to your left.
Maybe that's the bottom.
And then look at this thing. I don't know what that is. What is that stuff in there?
I don't know.
See, the bottom of the tin is there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
These don't say anything, huh?
Yeah, it does. I can't read it. Oh, blasting.
Blasting caps. And this is that's a screw top for a bigger bottle. But this is, I don't know if that's for that. Those don't look like blasting caps. Is that a pipe fitting? No, it's stick of dynamite, is it?
No, it's a pipe fitting.
Okay. Well, let's go straight ahead for a second. Okay, there's the dynamite box. The jug, which we really didn't see a name on, but we didn't look that hard. And then the blasting cap tin is over there. Let's go a little further this way and see what we have. Let's go straight. Does it do anything?
This goes a short ways and then ends.
Oh yeah, I can see the end from here. Okay. I guess no use to crawl in there. It looks like it does go to the right a little bit here. Oh, and it goes up too. This is the craziest mine. I see a stall up there. How the heck do they get up there to work this? There must be some drifts that are shut off, closed off on the way down. Did you see a couple of those?
Yeah.
Because that's how these workings up above us could be. Otherwise, I don't see how they'd ever get up there. This doing anything? It looks like there was no, a pipe. There's a pipe in here. It's low, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh boy.
Oh, geez. There's a piece of drill steel. Let's see, turn it around a little bit. Maybe a scaling bar the way they broke it off.
There's a hole there.
Yeah, it's a broken drill bit.
Oh.
So this is a pretty good sized stope.
Yeah.
It's straight up probably 25 feet. It goes over that way too. Interesting. Huh. This is a crazy mine, isn't it?
Yeah, all kinds of little nooks and crannies.
Yeah, there are. That's crazy. Interesting mineralization right here. It's got some green in it. All right, let's go back. We skipped something. I noticed there was a big box back here. It's one of those security boxes. We've seen them before, and I don't know if it's what they would use to store explosives in. Okay, here we're back to the shaft now. Let's go for the big box. Box number 1. I believe, shoot, I just got a whole lot of stuff down my back. I believe they use these for dynamite storage. Not locked, is it?
No.
Get me off wow. That's a nice
box.
Yeah, it is a nice box. I could sleep in there. Just about. Huh.
It's got a big ring on this side to pull.
Does it? Help me close this, will you? Because it's pretty heavy. Ready? Drop it. Don't want to get your finger stuck in there. Let's see if it goes this way a little bit.
That way.
It's an ore pass.
Yeah, I'll go.
Rock attacked you.
I know.
Report.
It just goes a little ways and ends.
Okay, well, we ran out of rope, but the ladders are pretty good. Let's see if there's anything more down here. Okay, that's looking back up the shaft. I'm out of rope, probably about 200 and some feet down. The ladder was broken, but I was able to use some straps to get down the rest of the way. So Julie, I'm at another level here. I can't tell how big it is. There was track going across the shaft.
You want me to come down then?
Why don't you let me scout it a little bit and see what happens. And the shaft still goes down from here.
Okay, copy that.
I think I'm relatively close to the bottom, and the ladders look pretty good from here down. So that's looking back up the shaft. I was able to use a couple of straps to get past the several rungs that are broken out. There's a heavy-duty chain down here. It's a frying pan for some reason. A little bit of a drift that way, a little bit of a drift that way. The tracks tick off that way. On the other side of the shaft, it's possible there's a drift going that way too. And then the bottom of the shaft isn't too much further down there. Yeah, that looks like the bottom of the shaft there, doesn't it? So we're almost there. Okay, that's looking back at the shaft. I'm in a little drift here. It's a huge piece of timber. There's a 5-gallon shell can, a square oil can. Not too bad a shape still. Let's see what this does. There's a water pipe here, it looks like. Somebody's been picking away at that. More recently than the old timers. I believe that's the end. Okay, that didn't go very far. That's kind of the way this mine's been going, though. It's very odd, haphazard workings. Now I gotta see if I can check out the other sides of this without falling in there. Okay, now I'm back on the other side of the shaft. There were some tracks here, which was giving me some hope, but I see that it didn't go very far. I do feel a little air, though. This is a crazy mine, I gotta say. Kind of minerally there again, isn't it? I don't know where the air's coming from. That's fault gouge. Okay, well there's only one more place to go. Down to the bottom. I guess I forgot this way, didn't I? Looks like it goes a little ways. Wow, I got so much stuff on me, I barely operate. So, here are a few things. Here's a ladder clamp. Looks like a newspaper. A grease swab can. I'll come back to the newspaper once I get my bearings here again. Whew. once again, just a short drift that's been partially backfilled. Yeah, I can see that just ends right there. And they've backfilled this part. And there's part of the quartz vein that is still here. Tough mine to explore. See if we can read that newspaper. I might have to just take some pictures of it. I think there's a date there. I gotta be 300 and some feet down here. Looks like something might have gone that way before, but not anymore. Because there are a couple pipes going that way. Okay. That's all there is. And there ain't no more. And it's possible it went down further too, but let's see, there's some stuff down here. There's some plastic pipe fittings. This mine obviously wasn't worked that terribly long ago because there are some fairly modern bottles and the plastic pipe obviously. There's a can full of bolts. That's a Sierra Chemical can. You see that company quite a bit in the mines, their logo. There's kind of a neat square pry bar. Somebody posted the jokers. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's good luck for the miners. There's the pry bar. There was track coming there, so I don't know. It's a crazy mine. It's like it's been worked and then reworked and backfilled and sealed off some areas, and who knows. Anyway, this is looking up the shaft. Very dangerous. There are timbers sitting there crossways. There's another one wedged in by the water pipe. I checked that. It was tight. I couldn't move it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be down here. This one's a little worrisome, the one that's sideways, but so I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
Tom's coming back up from the bottom of the shaft.
You didn't miss a whole lot down there.
No?
There was an old newspaper and a cigarette can.
Cool.
Kind of a crazy mine.
Boy, you sure got dirty.
It's a dirty job.
Yep. There he is. All right.
Let's
Okay.
go have a beer.
Sounds good to me.
Wash the dust off.
Yeah. Here he comes from the depth of the mine.
That's got to be about 300 feet, I'm guessing. 250 anyway.
Look like you've been digging tunnels.
Well, it was okay. I was digging it a little bit. I'm curious the date on a paper. I couldn't read it without putting up my reading glasses, which meant taking my pack off.
We didn't want to do that.
I don't know if I lost anything. I got crap hanging all over me.
Oh yeah, look at you. Oh boy. There's the old Explorer.
Fresh air feels good.
Woo-wee.
Yay!
All right, let's go get a beer.
We're back.
We're back.
We hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's kind of a mean little mine, isn't it?
Well, it had a lot of nooks and crannies.
It did. So we appreciate you watching. We hope you enjoyed it. And of course, we'll see you on our next adventure.
See you next time.